Now, why would you think if you changed your sentence structure to "Hey shithead, your damage isn't it. It's time to switch now."
There was never a time where someone said, "Hey, KY there."
Oh yeah, tons of times. Oh, dude, earlier today, earlier today, this Ezreal who kept missing every skill shot, and I mean every skill shot. I kept dodging, just baiting out his attacks. I hooked him. He put in all chat, "I can't believe they reward you after missing so many skill shots." I need you to
It,
know, after that, I never missed a hook, especially on it.
okay. I oof. I think monkey for some reason people call you, or they'll say uninstall, or they'll say something similar to "Why were you bored? Why are you here?" But I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's more insulting, right? Saying those things instead of saying KYS, they'll say, "Dude, is your mouse on?" That's to me that's more insulting. It's kind of like saying, "Are you okay? What's going on?" Right? But in a very rude or aggressive way.
Yeah, that they'll just come up with a new sentence that you never heard before, and you're just very curious. Like, your existence is the reason why I shouldn't play ranked. You're like, what? Where
I
did that
didn't
come
know they
from?
let 5-year-olds into rank nowadays.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, in Rivals of Aether, I know for some reason ranked is very hard for some people, like in terms of just
Yeah.
enjoying the game. So you get people being very upset over the littlest thing. I'm a victim of doing it too, right? So I'm just like, oh, of course you're using your good frame data. That's awesome. I hate this game. I can't believe they let illiterate people online, man. It's over.
uh, aren't you supposed to be in school or something like that? Or the new one recently is, how do you stay unemployed for so long?
Dude, oh,
that one's good. That one's good.
dude, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say to that? They're not they're not actually hiring right now. That's why. Got 'em.
Okay. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is toxicity in video games. I think really it's going to be on competitive video games, and we'll say on the positive one, which Hype has actually not played yet, which I don't understand how he hasn't played yet. Helldivers. The reason I believe Helldivers became so meta and so popular or so fun to play is that the community of what was Helldivers 1 and the play style or the way the game gets played is very well designed, that it is very cooperative, it's very friendly, it's very helpful, because whatever a player does, it always benefits you in that moment. And it's really weird to really explain it because intricately it doesn't feel that way, but as a whole it does. Overall, it's really funny that if you ever go to the Helldivers Reddit or the subreddit, it's comedic. It is very comedic how much comments there are about just the same exact joke. Everything, right? And anytime someone starts the game, there's instantly already a Reddit post saying, "Wow, this community is so helpful. Wow, I can't believe people are just genuinely happy to be here." The whole point, right, that I'm trying to make is it's a 4-player co-op game, and there's only bots or AI that you have to fight against. It's weird saying AI now,
I
right?
know, right? I
It's
actually agree.
that's been a thing since the dawn of time, I guess, in video games. But the AI, you just fight the bugs, the boss, and stuff like that. You say things like, "Oh, I fought at the creek" and shit like that, and it's freaking hilarious.
Hmm.
You really got to play Helldivers Hype Beat, because when you experience the joys of just queuing up with random strangers and helping each other, sometimes not even verbally, you're just assisting each other, picking each other up, kind of thing. It's really, really rewarding. Fighting cooperatively in that manner, and I think it's one of those weird things where I think a lot of dudes or men that we get indoctrinated into the idea of enjoying war and stuff like that. So when you get to finally play a war game where it's you and your three homies fighting for the universe to save the universe kind of thing, you're even though you're fighting for for like a government that doesn't give a shit about you and just like throws you in, you die in 3 minutes and then you just get replaced. Even though that's the case that's the joke of Helldivers, by the way, that you literally get dropped, you die, and then you get replaced, and you play as a completely different person every single time you drop.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I thought it
And that's
was.
like that's the story of it. That's the actual core story of it. That you're just replaceable. And people love it. No, they love this idea of going to war and being replaced. I don't understand it. But Helldivers is a great gaming community. And it's really funny because right now the game is suffering a lot from the server being bad,
Mhm.
or it's the game's unplayable right
Yeah.
now because of the latest patch and stuff like that. And people are going so negative, and the Xbox gamers just started playing the game, and then they're talking to each other saying, "What's going on? I just started playing this game. Is this bad? Like, what's going on?"
It's actually always so funny coming into a game when a fire has started.
Yeah,
Because your experience, you're thinking, this is great.
positive,
I love
positive,
it.
positive.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's see what the community thinks. Insert Donald Glover gif of him with
yeah.
the pizza box in Community. Like,
SpongeBob running around in the fire.
yeah, like everything, the worst thing you can imagine. And you're just like,
Exactly.
oh. I will say that's interesting because co-op games are something I usually gravitate towards because I hate the whole competitive aspect. It makes it so much easier for people who want to flame each other.
Okay, buddy.
Well, at least that's how I view it.
Say your backstory. Say your backstory real quick
Which one?
to remind the viewers. Oh yeah, like how you used to play a game competitively.
I used to play a game competitively in Smash Bros, but it's 1v1s. I just hope the other person doesn't hate me, and I don't really care about the other person if they beat me. I will try to get better. I don't think negatively of the player. However, I am thinking, how do I win next time? But that's the most to its extent.
Okay, but what about okay? Can you say the story of how you beat a guy who brought his friends to watch him play at a tournament? What
So
happened?
while I was entering the Smash scene, this was maybe my sixth tournament. I start learning other people's names, having
Yeah.
having conversations, hangouts and such. This is another Saturday for me at this point, right? Hypey, if we could have you on stream, we're gonna have you play against this Ike player. This is in Smash 4, by the way. Um, you're gonna play against him on stream. Okay, great. I sit down. This guy sits down. He's a little nervous, you could see, and he has two, three friends behind him. They're like, "Oh, this guy is the best in our group. He's gonna he's gonna make a name for himself. Let's see how it goes." In my head, I'm kind of laughing because this is the classic story, right? But no disrespect to the guy. I don't know what's about to happen. Let's get into the game. This is my first round. Anything can happen. The game starts, immediately gets destroyed. He did not even touch me. Not once. And I basically JV3'd him. I felt so bad because he looked at his friends, kind of just looking back, being like, don't look at this, guys. Nah, don't look. And
Yeah, Hype, what did you feel when that happened?
I felt great. I was like, you're gonna learn today.
Oh my god.
The thing is,
So what is it? Why do you love destroying players in a 1v1, but why do you hate the competitive aspects of online gaming, I guess?
I hate the competitive aspects where everyone is just doing it not to prove that they're a better player, but just to have this weird like I'm better than you kind of vibe. And it's just so weird to me. But whatever. Ignoring that to the side, that is something that bothers me. Usually what gets me riled up though is when people are upset for the littlest thing. Like earlier, I when I played against the Ezreal, he just got upset instantly. And I'm just like, how did that trigger you? I just hooked you with Thresh. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He hooks. for the rest of the game, now he's typing in all chat, and that's all this is. Almost like if he doesn't want to play the game, but he just wanted to type. I'm just so annoyed sitting there thinking, wow. And now I'm annoyed, so I'm typing back. I wanted to play the video game. That doesn't really
You
happen.
think you don't like arguing with people? Is that like the core of it? Like you just don't like arguing?
Well, that's definitely like a core aspect. Like, I don't want to argue. You can have your opinion. I'll have mine. I'll be over there. You be over there. But if you start coming to my side, hey, back off, buddy. There's a line right there. Don't don't come closer.
What?
But in co-op games, which is something I
Okay.
love and I try to strive for, you really don't see toxicity. If anything, you kind of see it in a way where you're so scared of it that people's responses kind of confuse you. For example, I've been playing Fellowship. It's a new game. It's similar to like MMO, where it's like a dungeon that you guys do together. I make mistakes. My teammates make mistakes. But when I make a
So
mistake,
like WoW?
yeah,
You have to explain what fellowship is. I'm sorry.
sorry, it's just like it's a dungeon making game where you go in with a group of four. You know, you have a tank, a healer, 2 damage, right? You get in there, you do a dungeon, and you all work together to reach the end. You need to get a certain amount of mobs killed, and then you need to kill the
Is it
boss.
like King of
Good job.
Me, the new one?
I'm not too sure.
You don't know which one King of Meat is?
I don't think so.
Is it? Well, I don't want to say a super. Is it like Hades but with 4 players?
Honestly, you could think of it that way. Like
Okay, cool.
like
I was
a
just trying to get like an idea of what the game is supposed to look like. Okay.
like a player versus everyone kind of deal, or environment, player versus environment, and
Helldivers, by the way.
Helldivers. So there's a lot of times where I make mistakes and I'm like, okay, that was really bad. I basically wiped the group. I'm gonna type something real quick. Guys, that's on me. I'll be better. I die again. I'm so sorry. That won't happen again. I'm over here psyching myself out,
God.
thinking that they want to cuss me out. They want to leave. They're not enjoying this. 9 out of 10 times they let me know like, oh, it's dude, we're still learning. All good. It's chill.
Relax, brother. Relax.
It's just so much. I don't know. But in a co-op environment, I don't have to worry about being flamed. While in a competitive setting, I lose.
Enemies.
It's like a third battle enters the ring. I'm thinking about objectives, trying to win the game, and how this person's feeling towards me. I know what a lot of
Uh,
people are gonna say, just mute all, right?
Yeah.
Just mute and this and that. But I love human interaction. Sometimes I say something funny with the enemy team, they say something funny back. Maybe an interaction happened where, you know, I flashed when I didn't mean to, or
Question mark pinged by everybody.
like
Yeah.
I did wake up Shoryuken for like the 5th time, you know? I
Yeah.
want to have that conversation with the other person where they're like, dude, and I'm like, I know, the 5th one was a little spontaneous. However, and I think those conversations are worth it enough to deal with the people that are upset. However, it takes a toll on me, I'll be honest. Me personally.
For the negativity kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I can only take so much before I'm like, I don't know why I bother.
Yeah, it's really weird for me for sure. And it's really funny that I do think sometimes I take it personal. But I get upset.
Oh yeah,
I'm
easy.
pissed.
Yeah.
I am like, why would you say that to me? You're wrong. And it's really funny that I'll get riled up, but I have to like relax because in my mind, I cannot actively play when I'm like super frustrated because then I'm thinking of my frustration rather than thinking of winning the game.
hmm
And I want to win more than I give a shit about like arguing with people or teaching people how to play the game kind of thing. Sometimes I want to help them teach them the game, but then it's just like
I
I don't care.
I rather get back at that
Yeah.
person who's arguing with me than win the game at that point.
Really? Sorry,
Sometimes,
you?
yeah, sometimes people in my team agree. They're like, it's not even about winning at this point. I just want to make this guy upset because that's how much they bothered me.
Yeah.
I can respect that, by the way. If you're my teammate, I wanted to win the game. You guys are having a fight, this and that, just a clash back and forth. I think the other person's being dumb, or maybe even my teammate's being dumb. I will probably join the person who thinks you're dumb. And if it means you going through an experience that I hope you learn from, and that causes me to lose, sure, let's run it. I don't care. I'm over here playing League of Legends just to play ARAM. All right.
Okay, here's a scenario.
Uh-huh.
You find out your homie is
Hmm.
the most toxic person to play with, and like you know how they make these jokes where they make a TikTok and say, "Bro, who is this shitty ass teammate, bro? He's 1-8." And then you're in the Discord call and say, that's me, my bad." Why is this shitter playing with us? Holy shit. Because he doesn't hear you the first time. And he keeps going, dude, I cannot believe these dumbasses are in my game. What the hell's going on? Why is he feeding so hard? And then you raise your voice a little bit.
I'm j-
My bad. I'm 1-9. My bad. I'll do better.
Uh-oh, looks like somebody put stop recording. But you know what we didn't stop? The grind. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Back to the video.
It's funny. Oh man. I think it's weird when you're friends though, a toxic one, and sometimes when you're, let's say you're on the same skill level, but you casually just tell them, hey, no, just ignore it, bro. Just ignore it. And then they go
Mhm.
harder. This mother fudger cannot wait, and then but they're typing this. Cannot, oh my god, you can't even, you do not have a brain. There's no way you have a brain. Please turn it on. Hello. You know,
Yeah.
the type hello question mark, right? It's really hard for me to verbalize being raged because I think I avoid being upset because my mentality is in such a just go next. I'm over it. Just go next.
Yeah.
When I'm annoyed with a teammate, I just go next. I don't even care. Just get over it.
Sometimes, don't get me wrong, like when you just mute your teammate and such, that's fine. You know, like sometimes you will just have to mute that one person whose whole goal to get in the game was just to argue. Like
Dude, yeah.
from champ select or just from like the start of a game, the first message they put, they're like, okay, we can at least try in this
For
attempt.
me, it's the attitude. Yeah. For me, it's
Yeah.
the attitude where I was playing Marvel Rivals and then I had this is an guys, this is not sexist. I was raised with sisters. She was just mad, bro. Like she was just like in an attitude, bro. And I just had to mute because I was also playing support that game, and it annoyed me how I clearly died early into the. I think we're barely on first point.
Hmm.
I died early. I had low ult charge, and instead of saying, hey, our support," because it's super obvious to me, right? When someone has low ult charge, they probably just died a lot or they died early on the points, right? Can someone explain to me why our support only has 36% ult charge? Bro, 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 why is this your attitude? Why is this the start of the conversation? Why don't it's a lot easier to say, hey, just a heads up, our other support only has 36 ult charge, we're down. Just say we're down. Because that's really what you want to say. That is what you want to say. And it annoys me that I was like, bro, what? Like, what is your point? Like, what are you just trying to piss off someone? Because she's playing support too. That's why I was so frustrated because I'm just thinking, brother, we're like, what is the argument here? What is?
It
Do you want me to argue with you about it?
if it's a team
I got so
game,
riled up for it, bro.
yeah, if it's a team game, I just can't believe people will like seclude someone where they're like, dude, what is our tank doing? Oh my gosh, these healers like, because you're asking specifically that, or you're saying specifically that you think they're the issue, right?
Yeah,
And
but they don't tell you what to do. Like the
oh,
thing
that's also
is
the thing too.
that's what I think. What annoys me about when I play Marvel Rivals, where instead of saying, "Hey," because most people are productive, is what I've noticed. Because people will say, "Hey, play something else."
Oh
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it annoys me when someone says, "Hey, you suck ass on this character. Swap to support." And you're on DPS or tank, right? And I'm just thinking, bro, that's not the problem. That is not the problem. But uh, even when I'm a third party to that situation, because I'm not even playing the part that they're calling them out, and in my head, I'm just thinking, sometimes I really should say something, but I just think, I just recoil and think, bro, our teammate is not the problem.
I
Okay, buddy.
it's okay to be upset, just don't put your anger towards me because I understand where people will come from there's a lot of times where you have a DPS who should not be playing DPS. You'll ask them, "Hey, can you swap?" Nothing happens. Now, why would you think if you changed your sentence structure to, "Hey, shithead, your damage isn't it. It's time to switch now." Like, why do you think that would change? Like, now that person
Yeah.
is going to be like, "Oh, okay." So
But
now
I
you're
I
punishing the
also
people who
think
would just swap. Like,
hey, can you swap doesn't work. I think stating what you want is easier.
that's true.
And I know saying can you swap, but it's when you're played Marvel Rivals, that's very broad because it could be saying, hey, swap to tank, hey, swap to support, hey, swap it to a different DPS, hey, like swap to a, but realistically, I think a lot of the times people don't know how to communicate that they want them to swap to a specific thing. Because there's been times where that person that's getting singled out, again, there's a lot of times where I third party the situation, and then the DPS swaps to a different DPS, and then the person that was upset that told them to swap is saying, not that one, bro. Like, what are you doing? You know, and it's like, brother, you could have just been specific. And for me, by the way, what annoys me the most is when I see someone swap 6 times on 1 point. When are you gonna ult, brother? What's the point? Stop swapping. Stop swapping. You're pissing me off. That annoys me more, by the way.
Dude,
When people are swapping like 6 times on 1 point.
Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, that was brutal. When they die once and they're swapping each time, I'm like, how did one death convince you that's not it? Sometimes they just
Yeah.
they just get ulted and die instantly, right? And the
Yeah.
response is like, guess that's not the character. You'll see the end screen and you'll see that they played like 10 different
Yeah.
characters and
That
you're just
that
like,
would have
damn.
triggers me more because for like ult charge, it's very similar to Overwatch, single church. But I just think when you're mad at someone and you want them to do what you want them to do, it's not hard to say, go here. Well, like, for example, in League of Legends, you are going to go here, or saying, hey, tank, you're up too far, come back. Because what would annoy me when either playing DPS or support and you're standing behind the tank and the tank's just going off and dying and he's complaining, I'm not getting heals or I don't have enough damage. Brother, wake up. Like,
Yeah.
why do you think that could be happening? Let's take a step back every time, dude. Because when you get to high enough rank, healing is not the issue. Healing is never the issue, I think, at a high rank. It's just, brother, your positioning is just bad. You're not getting healed for that reason. People don't
Everyone
know that.
is bad, but me is insane take that a lot of players unfortunately have.
Yeah.
That you can't make mistakes. I I do want to go back to it though. The toxicity in certain games seems so much higher for no reason. Like in
Yeah.
fighting games, for example. I know it was common in the PlayStation scene and certain fighting games where you'll get a DM specifically. That means they went out of their way to. Sometimes some of these games they need you
Uh,
to add them as a friend before you can
do you
message.
add them then?
Yeah.
Have you really?
No. Well,
Like,
if a game
when they
you
send you a request, do you add people?
no
I just
no
block. I'm like,
yeah
leave me alone.
in World of Warcraft you could just take a whisper. Like they just whisper to you and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "You're so bad, by the way." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, shut up." And then they'll block you immediately because they know they're the ones that are wrong. That's what I'm thinking. But going
You're
to it,
valid.
someone who goes all the way to sending a friend request just to send you like a threat to saying how bad you are, like there's no way you're that mad. Let's just move on.
Mhm.
When people say it's just a game, they're talking about those moments, by the way.
Okay. Here's my that literally what counter argues whatever people are upset about when they're playing online games. Brother, we're the same rank. What is your counter argument to that? You're here with me, bro. Like, what do you want? And then when people say,
I'm
"Oh,
gonna.
well, I was higher rank last season," I'm like, "But you're not right now." Like,
This is my fifth account, bro. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm actually like the highest rank in all of my accounts. So
okay, well, your heart's stuck here with me right now. Shut up.
yeah, exactly. That that stuff always bothers
Well,
me.
apparently you can't carry these dumbasses. Shut up.
I was like,
Or our dumbass, right? Well, you can argue that. Well, apparently you're not good enough to carry my dumbass.
yeah, like don't worry about it then. Like if we're failing you as a team, you're having a bad game, I'm sure you'll go back to the higher rank and you'll get a team that fits your
Yeah.
play style and such. But unfortunately, we're not there yet. There's a reason we're in this rank, and if you had an alt account, realistically, if you had an alt account and you're here, that's not my problem. If a game says I'm gold and I'm gold, I'm trying to rank up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's as good as I am. If there's issues and they're saying I'm challenger, I don't know why you're struggling. I'm not challenger. This is my account, all right, buddy. I am in gold. Give
Yeah.
me a break
It's as
here.
if they just show up and expect everybody to be playing like Faker. I'm just sitting here thinking, brother, look at the rank, brother. Press
I,
tab, dude. What do you want from me?
and I'm gonna be honest. I'm no saint either when it comes to this stuff. I'll get upset about things. The difference is that I'm getting upset and I'm doing it to my own stuff. Like, I'm not going to throw it out to them. I don't care how upset I am at someone. Maybe my tank is bad, they're not pulling well, we're getting no heals, and this is happening. The damage is non-existent. This goes for every game. I'm gonna mind my own business. Maybe I'll rant to a friend, right? I'll be like, this is kind of frustrating. I don't know what to
Yeah.
do, and I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm not gonna type in all chat. I'm not gonna say it because at the end of the day, what is that even gonna achieve? It
Nothing.
doesn't what's
Yeah.
what, that is so crazy because what does it achieve? Like, get,
I just think about what your goal is. I think some people just don't think very basic of it. Like, what do
mhm.
you want your teammate to stop sucking ass? Brother, just hype him up. Dude, you're the best player in the world. Doctor Strange, you are so goaded right now. I need you to lock in.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, lock in right now. We are gonna win this game. I need you to lock. Okay, which one would you play better for? That guy or the one that says, Doctor Strange, you're a piece of shit. Shut up. Mute yourself. Locked in. I don't give a shit what you have to say. Which one do you? I don't know.
The first one, okay, FYI, the first one, I'm not even joking. This is probably my response. You know, like getting up, like locked in, gamer pose. That's my boy. He believes in me.
Uh, That's a stranger who believes in me.
It. I've
KY instead of the guys telling you KYS.
I've been in groups where they'll say that. You know, like sometimes I need to lock in. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
they're like, "Buddy, you're so close. You got this. I believe in you." I don't want to let that person down. I'm gonna show why they even said
Yeah.
that in the first place. You know. And then
Exactly.
they could go in their own conversation, right, with their friends, and they're like, okay, well that player was really bad. You know, I probably wouldn't play with Hypey again. But I don't know that they said that, and their in-game responses was positive.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Exactly.
about it, and you know what? They're happy that they barely clutched out a win. It's a win-win
They're
compared to
happy.
yeah, compared to
Yeah.
like just ruining the attitude. In and I keep going back to it, but League is the one that always just like blows my mind because frame one, someone says something toxic, everyone responds toxically. No one wants to win the game anymore. Everyone just wants to do whatever makes them happy. They're
Call
like,
it.
I'm just
It's
gonna
over.
push.
Just
I'm
call
just
it.
gonna push top. You guys have fun. GG's. And then you want to surrender? No. I'm gonna keep you guys hostage because I'm an unemployed person.
Okay, dude. Terrorists annoy me so. Okay, so true. Gaming terrorists are so annoying because they will keep everyone hostage. You are my hostage now. You want FF? I don't want FF because you're gonna stay here with me. I'm your terrorist now, brother. What is going on? When did you when did you make the life choice that you wanted to be a terrorist, dude? Because that's what they're being. That's realistically what they're being. They have hostages now, bro.
Look, I know the score is 50-12, but we can win this. Oh my God, you're lying
Very
to
different.
me.
Very
Yeah.
different. Very different. One guy is delusionally positive. That guy's not the terrorist. The terrorist is the one that says, I will ruin this game and I will not surrender.
I just don't understand why you're playing, man. Like, what are you doing this for?
He's got to make other people feel the same way he feels. He feels inside. He wants you to feel that.
I think that's ridiculous, man. It's just so absurd. Let's just move on. If you're that upset about this, let's move on. Maybe, hey, don't play the game after this. Don't play for today.
Stop being a terrorist, dude.
Or if you want, maybe we try not looking at all chat this time. Maybe we mute all. Is that what's gonna help you? I just want to know what goes through their minds, man. You'll have someone who
Uh,
gets out of work, solo queues into a game, and they're just upset, like they're playing the game even though they went out of their way to do this. I don't get it.
Wait, so what the part? Like the hostage part? Keeping you
Everything,
hostage?
everything about it.
Or just like being so pissed off kind
Just
of
being
thing?
so upset, like everything. Because going to the hostage thing, like you could be so upset that you're holding everyone hostage. You're like, you know what? I had a bad game, and for some reason, I feel like everyone needs to have this bad game too. They want to surrender? No, no, no. Me and my, I'm
Uh,
queued up with my friend. All right, that's two. You don't get majority. We're continuing this game. Why are we doing this?
yeah. That's hilarious.
Shout outs to the people who still try after seeing that because sometimes there really is just a lost cause. Other times you have like a cool fun game where even though you had a hostage, it was competitive, it was fun. Rare, and the fact that I'm saying that you're in that situation and have fun should be taken with a grain of salt because you're having fun for the situation, right? Maybe you're laughing at the person. You're like, this is funny. I don't know.
It's never funny. Closing thoughts on toxicity, hyping.
I just wish everyone was as good as me because if you're not, I'm flaming you and you're
As
bad.
good as you at Valorant, I agree. Yeah, if everybody was as good as you at Valorant, the highest rank in it for sure.
Honestly, I would be the highest rank if everyone was good as me in Valorant. I would be the highest rank. I can't argue with that. I can't. Overall, though, I will say it's just rough, man. It takes like two comments for me just for the vibe to be over. I don't want to play this anymore. Maybe I'll try it again next time. I'm done. Me personally.
Did people ever ruin your vibe when you were playing Smash and like win, and then they'd ruin your experience at the
Oh
tournament?
yeah, a lot of times. I even quit playing Smash because of that. Like it
Because
was
people hated you for winning?
they didn't even the issue was like they didn't hate me for winning. No, I guess they did, right? It was a combination of that and them just being like super aggressive. Like there are some players who would just always be talking smack in the middle of the game, and I'm just like, bro, it's not that serious, right? Um,
Smack now.
like in the middle of the game, like, oh, of course your character's that carry that you could just do that. Like, I don't even know why I put so much effort when you could pick up a character like that and just spam buttons. And I'm just like, brother, you chose the character.
You locked it in, brother.
I'm over here playing Ryu, silly haha. Watch my elbow go. Watch this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sure you can. That's
It just,
funny. Funny
it
haha for
just
me.
ruined the game for you, basically, or
It,
ruined the
it,
competitive spirit, rather.
Sonic players are like, watch me spin dash in the corner of the map. This is fun for me. And I'm like, you know what, bro? Sure. I'm killing people. I'm killing people at 60. Have the silly funny haha.
Have that one.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
have that one.
Like, sure. I get it. You know what? If it's a bad matchup, it's a bad matchup. I chose my character, and I accept that. That's what I accept. I played Ganondorf. He's one of the worst characters in all the Smash games in any
Yeah.
iteration. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun with Ganon. I'm getting bullied. I get touched, and I get instantly killed. I'm like, wow, I should have played that better. I should not have gotten hit there. I'm dead. But to each their own.
Should have tried better. Should have been better.
Yeah. Get,
I don't have any closing thoughts, bro. If you're asking people to do something, just be more specific on what you want them to do. That's my only argument. That's my final comment. That's it. That's all I got for you guys.
yeah, that's fair. Overall, guys, if there's anything you should have learned from this episode, is please be nicer to the people you're playing with. Keep it to yourselves, maybe. Maybe we should try that. Keep it to yourselves. Maybe rant
Yeah.
to your friend if your friend's okay with it. Maybe he likes to talk trash too. But just make it less toxic. It's so rough.
It's rough out here.
And if you're the one who's making toxic comments, I hate you. I hate you. Stop
You're
doing
the
that.
problem.
You're the problem. I'm gonna be the problem next if we don't stop this. But anyways, that's it from us for today. Hope Hope you have a good one. Let us know in the comments below how you enjoyed this episode. What do you think about toxicity? Is it bad? Is it good? Do you support toxicity? I mean, sure. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.